Hi guys, so for this video we will start by creating two consoles on our cave arena, one for have a spectator view on this arena, because it's quite hard to the spectators to view the fights in the spectators area because of the walls in the arena. And we'll also create another console that will activate the fast mode, so the player can see the fights much faster without having to wait much time. I have created this console for all other arenas, so you need also to create one for this one. So I'm thinking creating one console right here and another maybe right here. So let's do that, or maybe you can just move this door to here, like that. And now put one here and another here. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's get coordinates for here. More or less here. So let's grab the coordinates. Something like this. Now to create the console. You open this file right here, and then you already have some consoles right here. We'll duplicate one of these, and we'll just adjust the position to this one. So this will be the first console. I think the first console can be around here, so we'll use this first coordinates. The rest remains the same. We'll just change the console ID like that, and now we'll check in the game to see how it looks. We will probably need to change this rotation right here, so let's check. Yeah, so as you can see it is right here, so let's fix that rotation issue. I will also teleport just next to the console, so it's easier for us to check if it's right. Okay, so need to push it a bit to the front. Rotation seems to be good. Okay, so to push it a bit to the front, need to reduce a bit this position right here. Let's see. Now it's a matter of tentative and error to see if it's good or not. Okay, almost done. Let's just change this a little. Okay, looks good, like it is. Looks very good. Okay, so now for the console work multiple times. I'm using this function right here that is called by this console, as you can see here in the XML file. And here he always reset the console, so it works multiple times. Let's just synchronize the ID, because I will have another console before that will be the info tournament console. That one will have the 5 ID, just to maintain the consistency of the code base. Okay, so this will reset the console. This will import it, and this one will use our second position, like this. We'll use the same coordinate, just to the console doesn't get stuck on the wall like the first one. This will have the console ID 7. And now this console will serve to a custom spectating mode. I have already find a texture for this console. Let me show you. It's this one right here. So now you need to convert this texture to the ONI formats. So let's do that. Like this. Now you just drag and drop it here, and we'll change the output to classes, like the another one. Okay, let's convert this. Okay, so this one we'll use this texture. Let's just rename this to a better name. Remote console, like that. Okay. Okay, the file is here. Let's use also this name to here. This will call another function that will be name it trigger camera mode. Need to copy this file over here, probably to level 31. Yeah, exactly. Need to go to here. Also, seems that all of this needs to be in caps. So it's uppercase, so let's do that. Okay, this should do it. Seems you need to do some changes to this image, so let's do that. Let's reduce this to 50 by 50 pixels, like this. Now we'll use the same technique that you have here. Let's delete this layer. Like that. Let's paste the new layer. You also need to invert the colors right here. So let's do that. Invert. Let's select all, copy. Now edit, paste as new layer. Okay. Want to center this, so let's move it. More or less for the middle. Like this. Okay, this looks good. So let's discard these changes, and now let's save this as camera mode, fast camera mode console, replace. Now let's export this. As PNG. This will be a 64 by 64 pixels image. That is what Oni uses, like these ones. It's okay. So let's import it. Okay, it created a new file on our classes folder here. I will also replace the existing file in level 32 folder, and in this folder right here, console image, we'll also replace it like that. Now we'll import the level and see if it displays correctly in the game. Okay. So looks okay, I guess. So now let's just fix the width between the consoles and this door to be exactly the same. So let's do that. This is the first one. Check the difference. Between this point and another one. So here is 767, and this is the final point, so let's calculate the difference. Okay, it's 26th, 16, 66, 26, 66, the difference. So let's use exactly the same difference for this second one. Let's check this point. It's set 3. Okay, so total distance be the same. We need to use this coordinate right here. For the second one, need to use dots. So let's check now in the game if it's the same distance. Okay, looks perfect. So now the game complains that it can't find this function right here, trigger camera mods. So yeah, need to create that function, and we'll do that right now. So I have implemented the trigger camera function, as you can see here. I have actually created a new BSL file for this camera mode BSL commands, which simplifies and organizes better the code for this to work. Basically, what I have done was to insert the code that I already had to give the impression that we are using a custom camera in None, which is this code right here. And you can activate the fast mode while on the camera mode using punch, and exit the camera mode using kick. So let me show you how it looks in the game. So if you activate the camera mode, you can see the characters fighter, and you can move the camera how you like. For this arena is perfect because it's quite hard to see from the spectators area the fighting because of all of these walls. You can activate the fast mode by clicking punch, like this. You can deactivate it by clicking again. And you can exit this camera mode by clicking on kick, like this. And you are back to the spectators area. Also, I deactivate this console when one character dies to prevent BSL bugs in case the player is the next one to fight. This is basically it. Right now you need to implement that function that I have talked in some videos before, that will be give an invisibility item periodically within some interval on this arena, and then any of the characters can activate it anytime. I'm still thinking if the AI will use this invisibility item random or if they will use within some condition that I need to think of. But yeah, the player can activate this invisibility item by taunting. That's my idea, at least. So yeah, we need to script to do the scripting for that. So let's start doing that. Okay guys, so I have finished scripting the invisibility effect for the characters and for the player. I will just show you a brief overview what I have done. So basically I have used this file right here, Cave, to put this invisibility logic. I have some variables right here. One is the probability for the activation of the invisibility. Other is the maximum amount of invisibility items that the player can carry. I have decided to just allow one at each time, and the invisibility time that will be the time that the invisibility effect will be on. In this case I decided that half of the original invisibility item clock effect was the best for this case, so I have used this number right here. We have also other variables just for the control the flow of the scripting, which are these ones: amount invisibility AI1 and AI2. This basically says how much invisibility items are the AI1 and the AI2 carry on. This variable right here will tell if the character is activating the invisibility item. This one right here will tell if the invisibility is being used by either the AI1 or the AI2. And finally you have this variable right here that is basically to store a random sleep interval for the AI characters use the invisibility. So you have this function right here that will select a random flag each frame, and this will be used for the invisibility effect and also for a mockade teleport. This function right here also is used to update a variable to help with the random time sleep for each character to activate the visibility. Here you have this function right here, the setup invisibility for Cave, that will set up these two variables with a random result, and these variables will be used for give a sleep time between each activation for each character. Here you have the function for A1 to check if it's the right time to activate the invisibility. I'm using right now a completely random time to activate it. I'm using that probability variable, and I'm also checking if he has any invisibility item, so you can activate it. Then we'll call it. Same for AI2. Then you have a function that activates for the AI characters the invisibility. Basically the idea is to make the iron to a random flag, and then he activates the invisibility. But if you have regenerate character that regenerates the health when he can, will just skip these steps. So our character just activates the invisibility in front of the other character and activates him right there. So you don't make the character run away to activate invisibility, so the other character always healed. So yeah, you have the condition right here for that. Here you have also a function to trigger the invisibility. This basically scale it multiple times, and when our counter reaches 10, you give the invisibility item for the characters. If here is just a function to give the invisibility. If it's the player, we'll give the power up to the player, and also play the receive ammo. Okay, if he's the player, we'll give him an ammo, so we can check in the user interface that he has the invisibility. This ammo is just to the player know that he has an invisibility item left, and we'll also play the receive ammo sound, so he can also be aware by the sound. We'll then increment the invisibility amount, and specifically for the player, we'll wait that it turns, and once it turns, we'll check if he can activate the invisibility, and at that time, if he can, we'll give him the invisibility. Well, basically is this the logic. I will probably in the future give some tweaks to this, but right now it's working quite nice, and let me show you how it's working in the game. Okay, so anytime from now I will receive the invisibility item. This invisibility item will appear as ammo on the left user interface, and we'll hear a sound for receiving ammo once you receive that item. Okay, so now you have received it on the left side. You can now activate it by using taunting, as you can see, and he immediately receive the invisibility to attack our opponents or to sneak in like this. This invisibility item always is received within the same interval, so probably you can memorize more or less when you will receive the next one, which can be a nice strategy. I'm waiting now that our opponent activates his invisibility, so I can show you also how that works. Okay, and here I've activated the invisibility. You saw it that he ran to a next point, a next flag, and then he activated. I will probably tweak this so we'll go even further, so he then can sneak us in and attack us. But yeah, this works like this.